So that makes sense. But if it was like 3.1, I would feel a little bit better about it. Okay, anyway, that's that. I think for this one as well, yeah, this should be a while, and this should be a while instead of an F as well. Heard it's just really slow to converge. Gotcha. So I'm gonna try this one, the coin flip. And hopefully this will, I guess it's going to 0.33 now. Did the bar actually go backwards? Gotta love rendering and Manim. Okay. So we have this. This looks a lot better. Like you can tell this is going towards 0.33. Okay. And that is actually all the animations that I had planned for this lesson. That said, I'm not actually going to stop right now. I'm going to put a little work into doing a tweet that I've thought of recently. But if there are any questions on this source code, so when it multiple times does it generate the same sequence of points? Yes. And the reason for that is that Manim has a hard-coded random seed by default. There's no other reason for that. I think it helps out with scene caching. But what I could do is just do random.seed time.time. And this would actually be probably more interesting. Man, that was loud. Those Windows updates. And I have to input time. This would probably be a little bit more interesting to see. Since, you know, it'll show something different each time. All I have to do is wait 15 seconds. So this is gonna have like the four in a row at the beginning. But that's like a Manim thing that if you don't set the seed yourself, it will just generate the same points each time. Okay. So that's the last lesson that was planned. We got a lot of feedback from this, mostly around logistics, but also for giving out the source code beforehand, which I ended up doing. If you have more feedback, I'd be happy to hear that and take it into account because we'll probably end up doing this again for when OpenGL objects become more popular. Because a few things, probably a lot of things will change when that happens. Unfortunately. Okay, but I'm gonna I guess I'll put this code in the Discord as well. And then I'm going to switch to working on a tweet. It's my first time learning Manim. That's great. I really wish that, why was this at 7? I said this should be at 6 p.m. Whatever. I do wish that, it was more polished. That I didn't like that so much. PDFT versus PST. Oh, darn. Okay. But just in case anyone wants it. Yeah, I totally missed the memo on that. Okay, but I'm gonna switch to working on a tweet now. But still, thanks for watching all of the lessons, people. For the next one, I'll definitely try to get something a lot more organized. Definitely interested in seeing more OpenGL stuff, in particular new interactive elements, great series of lectures though, thanks. No problem. Yeah, and hopefully right now, there's a lot I don't even know about how the 3D object works, 3D objects, but I'm going to try to make it a lot easier. It does sort of feel like we've taken a step back since you know we had a lot of structure in the existing objects and now that's getting reset. But oh well. Okay, so I'm just gonna put. So what I mean to illustrate in this tweet. Thanks, Professor. You are welcome, student. Very helpful. I'm glad it was helpful. Yeah, what I was most afraid of is that it just wouldn't be that helpful. And so I'm glad that didn't happen. Oh my gosh. This arrow. Can you like put it? Can you make it go up? It's gonna pass its arguments to line, so I can say arrow. Oh, I think I want vector. Then I can just put up. Okay. I'm gonna move this. What's the theme of the tweet? Oh ho, what is the theme of the tweet? What I want to do is show how the optics equations that you learn in physics class, how they relate to your eye. Because your eye has a lens in it. It's actually called the lens of the eye. And what I want to do is show how those two are connected. I have to add the other one. You know though, I should do this with OpenGL. I really should. Because if I don't use those objects now, I might never get used to them. So I guess I'll save this and yeah, and I'll reintroduce it with OpenGL. Thanks. Should be cool. Alright, I'm gonna open this. You can call this GL tweet. And most of it will be the same thing as this. But I just have to put OpenGL everywhere. Keyboard shortcuts, jeez. I get the feeling though that this is gonna make a lot of small things a lot more annoying. So I'll do that lens. That wasn't so bad. Actually, let's see. Are you looking to build an... What did I do? There's a bug in... Okay. Are you looking to build in more interactive pieces into the community edition of Manim? Elements like sliders that was introduced in Grant's version. It'd be great if something like the quaternion animation that was built by Grant and Eater could be implemented in Manim. We can almost do that. Let me see if this works. I'm sure it won't. Hey, that kind of worked. So we've implemented a screen that listens to your mouse inputs. That's already done. And wait. Yeah, okay. But we haven't implemented sliders and stuff that work on top of it. Yeah, should be pretty cool. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this in OpenGL because I can't use equations. Darn, that's so unfortunate. Well, luckily, everything worked. All I had to do was switch out OpenGL. Just put in the word OpenGL everywhere. But yeah, I can't use that. Okay. That's unfortunate. And the reason for that is because I'm going to want to have this equation on the screen. This one. Although I think the... was there a... I think this one's easier to understand. Then lens equation. Where is my... Okay, so I'm going to say equals tech. And this is 1... How did this go? It's rack. I haven't written this in so long. 1 O plus. I then share that with students, though I'm not familiar with the way to share that interactive animation with students. Can only show them by screen sharing like the way they're doing now. Yeah, unfortunately, this is part of the reason I've been pushing so hard to make it work online. But the most that you can do right now is for if all of the students install Manim, then you can share the source code. So if you're okay doing that, then that will work. But there isn't a way to allow other people to interact with it. Okay, what did I do? I guess I have to look at the log file. Oh, I have to do math tech again. Yeah, that's why that's in my name. Maybe one day. I've put a lot of work into... 2edge doesn't work? Oh. I've put some work into trying to use the shaders that P5JS uses in Manim, but I haven't been able to do that yet. Because the shaders that are used within Manim they use geometry shaders, and geometry shaders can't be used online, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna have to use U and V. Even though I and O are better, since one's called original and one's called image. Like, looking at this, I don't even know what U is. Distance from the object to the lens. Okay. Let's say... I'll put U there, put V there. Documentation, online stuff is really good. Yeah, we've come a long way with that, which is great. So how do I want this to work? What if I did... the original arrow. Dot add updater. I'll just call this update original. I am really glad that people did get together to put the documentation there, including you. I saw that you added a few commits to it. What was I doing? Oh, it's going to do mob.move or mob.move to. I have to find its current center. I'll do mob.move to mp.array. It's going to be mob center at 0. No, this is going to be some updater. Tracker mob center at 1, 0. Now I have to have that tracker. Specific question ManageGL. I was having issue with running linear transformation scene in ManageGL. In particular, when acting a matrix on the plane, it was scaling the basis vectors as well as shifting them to the transform points. Previously, the animation just transformed the vectors to the correct points without scaling them according to the determinant of the matrix. Do you know why this happens in ManageGL? When acting a matrix on the plane, it was scaling the basis vectors as well as shifting the transform points. As in the vectors were growing in size. I don't know why that would be different between the two of them, but I know what the problem would be. The problem would be that you shouldn't transform the vectors. You should only transform the points and then have an updater on the vectors. But I'd have to, having a code example would be a lot more helpful. More to come, waiting to see what people think about the examples. I'll be sure, if no one else gets to them soon, then I will get to them soon. Add the updater control. Okay, so now I'm going to original arrow tracker. That's going to be value tracker. And its value is going to be, is there like a get x? Don't know if that's a real function, but we're going to find out. And this will be original arrow tracker. Nope, guess not. Wait. What didn't work? Move to updater, move to shift, then it raised not implemented error. Weird. Original arrow tracker. Oh, that's not get value. Maybe this will. Okay, cool. Then I want to do arrow tracker. I wonder if you can do this. Like, -4 rate func equals there and back. Okay, I guess you can. It's weird because in this case, you're not setting the value to -6. But anyway, I'll make this take a little longer. Now, when this arrow moves, the image arrow has to move to make this value constant. So, update image. And get the center of this. And then what will I have to do? U or whatever. Object to the lens, that's U. So say object to object lens dist equals. It's just the original arrow tracker. And I think I have to multiply that -1. Mob center is mob.get center. Now I have to move it to... Well, I have to solve this equation, right? Which would be easy if I had a piece of paper, but I don't. One day I'll have like a tablet or something I can draw on. But for now, what is it? It's going to be 1 over f minus 1 over u inverted, 1 over that. That's fine. V equals this. And so this is the object lens dist. I'm going to say, I think this is called focal length. I just put that at 0.1 or something. I should probably learn something about lenses before I just do this. Is f the focal length? Yeah. I should make this smaller. So I'll say image lens dist. Let's go 1 over focal length minus 1 over wait, there's the object lens dist. Oh, that's just there. So now I'm gonna move it to image lens dist mob.center is okay, so see if that works. I'll do, what's it called? Image arrow? Well, that didn't work. Original arrow tracker.get value. Is this not being updated? Well, it has to be being updated because it's happening here. Original arrow tracker.get value. That's being updated. Is object lens dist being updated? That's being updated. Is the image lens dist being updated? That's being updated, but it's super small. Okay. So how to make that bigger? I actually have no idea how to make that bigger. All I can change is the focal length. If I just make this a 1. This is why I should learn something about lenses before just doing this. The focal length. Measure how strong the system converges or diverges light. That's not that great of a distance. I mean, that great of a definition, because it isn't a length. The distance over which initially collimated parallel rays are brought to a focus. Okay. So I'm going to make this a little bit higher. 1.5. Great. Now, let me just label the U and V distances. So let's say original dist label. This can be an arrow. It's going to go from origin. No, this can be a vector. It's going to go... No, I changed my mind. It should be an arrow. Origin. And it's going to go to the original arrow tracker dot get value. And it'll have to have an updater. Update original dist arrow. Just call this arrow. Mob. I think you can do put start and end on. Oh, whoops, wasn't trying to do that. Oh, it inherits from line. And line has put start and end on, so I should be able to do mom.put start and end on. And then just this. So then this. Okay. That didn't work. Extra comma. What did I do? Generate points. Here, original dist arrow. Oh, it should be mob. Wait. Oh, I did this twice. Original dist arrow dot add updater. Oh, that should be fine. Equals arrow origin and then original arrow track dot get value. What I bet it is. It takes args, that's fine. Oh, this has to be right times. Oh, wait, yeah, that has to be. And this has to be. Original dist arrow is not defined. Did I misspell this? Well, I don't see it, but nothing crashed. Save. Great. Original. I'll just call this original dist color, and I'll set that to yellow, I think. Eventually I'll color the LaTeX with that color. But I feel like that will just be enormously annoying. Because everything with LaTeX is annoying. What if I just try to do this? Heck. I think this usually works decently well. Nope. What? Okay, here we go. Color. See how that looks. Okay, that worked. If I just put the actual U somewhere. No, I think that's actually fine enough without having the U there. Okay, then V.